All right, folks, welcome to another edition of From the Bottom Up. And this time around, we are talking none other than the madman himself, Ozzy Osbourne, and his glamorous Diary of a Madman album, which came out in October of 1981, features 8 tracks. It peaked at number 16, triple platinum only, produced by Max Norman, Ozzy himself, along with Bob Daisley and Randy Rhoads. And this masterpiece, not a weak song to be had. That makes it even harder to rank something like this when you've got an album of this magnitude. I would say this is definitely probably my top 10 albums of all time. There's no doubt about it. All right, folks, let's start digging right in here. We've got number 8. I've got Little Dolls. Kind of takes you back to that Black Sabbath kind of thing, Ozzy's roots back there with the guitar that kind of sounds, as it prods along there. But Little Dolls, yeah, just a great song. I think Ozzy, this is probably one of his best vocal performances out of all of his albums. Just the album in general, just great vocals. And number 7, I've got Believer. Another solid song. Might not grab you as much as some of the other songs. Another song that sounds like a similar, like a Sabbath song from the time that Ozzy was in the band. But after this one, I think this is where it really the album gets dialed right in here. And I've got number 6. I've got SATO, which that's an abbreviation, and there's many theories on what it stands for. For some reason, they were saying Sharon Arden, obviously who's Sharon Osbourne. This was before he got married to her, Thelma Osbourne. SATO. I think Thelma was his first wife. So we don't know. Some people also said it stood for sailing across the ocean. Bob Daisley has refuted that, but who knows. But whatever the song stands for, it's a blazer. Man, this song just cooks, man. And it's not only the fastest song on the album, it's the shortest song on the album. But it's a great song nonetheless. I don't know, man. It's just hard for me to rank this one any higher than the ones that I got above them. It was so hard to avoid. Man, tough call. But I love this song. It's one of those songs that you never get sick of hearing. So I'm going to go down to my number 5 now. We've got Tonight. Now this song was the ballad of the album, one of the ballads, but it had some keyboards on it. But the thing with this album, it's much maligned. I don't know why so many people have a dislike for this song. I think the song, yeah, it's kind of got some wimpy vocals, and it's kind of, one of those songs that, you don't expect from Ozzy because you're expecting him to rock out hard, and here he comes up with this soft ballad. But at the same time, what can you say about the guitar work of Randy Rhoads on this one? What a phenomenal fade out the last, like minute of the song or so. Just simply marvelous guitar work there. And man, yeah, this guy Rhodes, what a loss. It was such a shame. I would have loved to have seen what it came after this album. Had the tragedy not happened. But we'll never know. That's the sad part about it. But at least we got this album to enjoy, and of course, Blizzard of Oz and a couple Quiet Riot albums. So at least his legacy lives on even to this day, even so many years ago when that accident happened there. All right, so that's what we got for number 5. Number 4, we've got Flying High Again, which peaked at number 2 on the U.S. mainstream. known for its aggressive guitar solo and great vocals. This is one of the songs that really got a lot of airplay on the radio. You know, you would definitely hear this one no matter you're on any classic rock station, they were playing this song, and they still do. You know, you hear this one a lot still to this day on Hair Nation, on satellite there, on Sirius FM, and all this other stuff. Just a great song. Number three, we've got Diary of a Madman, the album's closer, the title track. Oddly enough, it never received airplay, but man, what a fantastic listen. Highly recommended. You know, it's the album's closer, and it just simply closes the album out on a high note with Randy Rhoads just blistering away there. You know, on his last album that he ever recorded, went out in style with this one. And I never used to have this song too high on my list of songs from Ozzy, but man, I don't know what else to say. Number three is where I have it, and just a great song. That's going to take us down to number two, and a no-brainer here. This is the album perfect opener here. It peaked at number 38 on the US mainstream chart. And yeah, it definitely kicks the album off in perfect style. I mean, the drumming there in the beginning, doo doo doo, and it goes right into Over the Mountain. Just a phenomenal song. Definitely one of the highlights of the whole Ozzy catalog. And if you missed that episode, please feel free to go ahead and watch it. I'll put it in the comments here. Um, Me and Davey Cretin from Cretin's Classics, man, we dug through and gave us our top 10 Ozzy songs. Man, oh man, what a great exercise that was, man. That was a tough one too. You know, think about trying to sort out the tracks on this album and then take all the best Ozzy songs and then try to sort through them. So that was a lot of fun, but it wasn't easy. All right, so I know you're waiting with bated breath for number one. We've got You Can't Kill Rock and Roll, which to me is the greatest Ozzy song ever. It's the epic, longest song on the album as it tops almost 7 minutes. And some people might not like it because it seems like it's a slower song. You know, for some reason everybody thinks Ozzy's got to be fast. Even in Sabbath, he had some slower songs like Changes. You know, there's just so much. You can only sing fast for so long. An album has good flow when you got a good mix and a good variety of different types of songs, and that's what we got in this one for sure, which is why I really like it. You know, you got Tonight, you got this song, then you got the fastness of SATO, you've got the great Over the Mountain, just a great variety of stuff on this album to really bring it to, that's what brings it to the forefront for me. But that's what I got. I've got them all sorted through here for you. And some people will say Blizzard of Oz is the best Ozzy album or the best Randy Rhoads album. And you really got to listen to this album thoroughly. Don't discard any song. Just listen to the guitar work on this album. And I think most of you will agree this is definitely the highlight of Randy Rhoads' career. This album is just simply marvelous. And to me, I've grown more dear of this album over as time has gone on, and I just treasure it because you're never going to get another one like this. There's no more, Rhodes is no longer around, and uh, and I really appreciate everything that he did here on this album. Just a great song, great songs, great playing, just a great album. And we're going to give you the quick rundown here. We've got number 8, we've got Little Dolls. Number 7, I've got Believer. 6, I've got SATO. 5, I've got Tonight. 4, Flying High Again. 3, Diary of a Madman. 2, Over the Mountain, and number one, You Can't Kill Rock and Roll. And there you have Ozzy Osbourne, Diary of a Madman, from the bottom up, and we'll see you on the flip side.